Recording live from somewhere. It's the world's famous TITT. It's home team in the motherfucking house.
No question.
It's I, Davis backwards, and who state your name, gangsta?
Illmatic 365, aka I'm just a little tired, you know what I mean?
As always, giving a shout out to all our listeners worldwide, everybody on planet Earth and beyond. Give a salute to everybody out there, all our friends, family, affiliates. Filmatic, tell the people who are some of our affiliates are, my man.
Oh man, we worldwide, man. Shout out to Maggie Tra and Stimulate Your Soul out there in Australia. Shout out to our homegirl Banya. I still love it.de out there in Berlin. Shout out to the homegirl Nan Lib Invasion out there in Killer Cali, throw your doves in the air. Our boy RJ Payne, EIMG, Philadelphia, Brooklyn. You know what I mean? You know how we do, man.
That's right. Also giving a shout out to the War Room Sports Podcast Network.
Already, that's fam.
That's fam right there, man. Jimmy, Devin, B. Austin, salute the Generals. Their show is on from 6 to 8 on Thursdays. You can check them out, as well as John Appetit, the Burtons. Always going to give a shout out to them. Salute to them.
Yeah.
Again, Filmatic, you mentioned Maggie and Stimulate Your Soul. So we're just happy to be affiliated with them, to be rocking out with the whole movement there, and some big plans for 2019. So salute to Maggie.
Yes.
Again, our listeners, everybody that's rocking with us, we appreciate all the listens and shares. Please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We definitely want to make sure that we're able to get our voices heard, as well as all this great content that we are disseminating out here into the world. We want to make sure that everybody knows that we exist.
Yes, and subscribe. Please subscribe and leave comments. Like, you know what I mean? Rate, subscribe.
Tell Phil that he's wrong. Like, I get tired of doing it.
Even when I'm wrong, I'm right.
I get tired of doing it by myself sometimes. So yeah, please, tissueandthetape.com on the way, coming very, very soon. Giving a salute out, of course, to the homie Briz. Salute to our other heat holders.
Yes. Cherry Fresh Designs, baby.
Yes, sir. Also, DJ Rick G's doing his thing, of course. Friday Night Bangers. You can check him out. DJRickG's.com. Reem G. Tally and Twine. Yeah,
luxury timepieces.
Yeah, even when I'm tissue in the tape, we also represent so many other people and fine goods and arts. But now let's get right into it, man. It's been a couple weeks since we've been able to actually do a live show. We did the hippies in our last show. Yeah, we saluted the likes of RJ Payne, Apollo Brown, Benny the Butcher, just J-Rock, like just some of the people that really dominated 2018 to us, and that really made the year what it was, and what ended up being somewhat of a banner year for not just music, but for the culture itself. Obviously, hip-hop took the driver's seat as far as being the number one genre in the world, and doesn't look like it's going to be giving up the wheel anytime soon.
Never. Come on, we got this. Yo, real quick though. Shout out to one of my homies. He asked who was the best group, and I was like, oh, there's really not no groups. I was like, but I know who the best crew was, and we didn't even have an award for it, but there was Griselda, man. They're already starting, they're doing a Gangsta Grills, yo.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
Yeah, and they Duce Palooza's coming to Buffalo. Yeah. I think West just announced. So definitely shout out to that. And they got some other shit coming that we can't talk about right now. Just know when it happens. What I'm saying right now is what I was talking about. So you'll know when you know. But
put that on a t-shirt. Just know what I was talking about then, what I'm talking about now is what I was talking about then, and it's happening now. All right. Yeah. I see you out there, man. But yes, very excited about 2019, of course. People are taking a little bit of time, kind of developing their plans. First quarter always tends to be a little
ease on into it.
Well, because most people tried to get in a lot of their work and their projects before the close of the year. And especially there was a lot of pressure last year to kind of be like, I don't want to be the one dude that didn't have anything drop, in such a barren year. So a lot of people,
I thought you were talking about for tax purposes, like try to slip it in there on the 31st.
I guess that's the thing too. We'll talk about that. But yeah, as we head into this year, I guess we always start out our show talking about the most beautifulest thing that we've seen since our last show. So salute to Keith Murray, Eric Sermon. We want to talk about a few things right now. Filmatic, let's do it.
Let's get it, man. Where do you want to start?
Man, listen, I'm not the movie dude like you. However, there's certain people that just deserve props. There's certain things that just catch my attention. Jordan Peele is I didn't necessarily like Key and Peele. Wasn't my cup of tea, and I'm a comedy fanatic. But man, what he's doing right now as a director, what he's doing, shaking up Hollywood with these original screenplays.
Yo,
yeah, he's definitely someone to watch out for.
Brilliant.
His trailer for Us dropped recently, I guess towards the end of the year, New Year's. Caught our attention right away with that.
You already know. I was like,
that Luniz Got 5 on it. And they deconstructed it, and
they put a little screw on it.
Yeah. So that
Nicki Union.
that was cool to hear that, but to also just see a lot of times with the horror movies or with the thrillers, they can't give you so much because they don't want to give away the plot. But I feel like even with Get Out, the trailers have been just like,
yeah, man. And you feel like enough to want to go see it, but you really don't know everything. So that makes you even more intrigued. You be like, yo, all right, they gave me like the basic premise, but why? And then and then they got actual legit actors, Lupita Nyong'o.
Yeah. Also Winston Duke, of course, a lot of people's favorite from Black Panther.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're clicked up together as a husband and wife. And it's just the way that again they presented the trailer. I was like, man, like I normally try to steer clear of these movies, but I might have to partake.
Yo, how old did you feel when he was trying to give a teachable moment about I Got 5 on it, yo?
Yeah, that was a tough one.
I was like, oh man, that was like, how he don't know what 5? Wait a minute,
yeah,
he wasn't even born.
Wasn't even born. Yeah, it's a tough one. Well, yeah. salute to Jordan Peele again, to Lupita, to Winston, to the Luniz.
Yeah, man, I know the Luniz like yes. Mortimer, we're back.
Looking forward to this. It drops. It hits theaters March 15th. And I mean, just judging by his track record,
I'm so in there, man.
I mean, he won Best Original Screenplay in the last Oscars. I mean, there's nothing to lead me to believe that he won't at least be considered just based off of what we've seen in these trailers.
Yo, and he's opened his production company. He's taking submissions for so we need to get our pen game on it. I got scripts.
Yeah, I guess I could probably put together some dark tales.
These are the tales, not those kind, bro.
Yeah.
No, he's doing production for not just thrillers, but as long as you got fired, I mean, he willing to compete. So.
Man, that's hot. Well, we're gonna transition a little bit. Speaking of, I guess, movies and things that are starting to film, Bad Boys 3, something that definitely was a big part of culture in '95, and then made a comeback. I guess you could say 8 years later in '03. But it seemed like that space between '95 and '03, it seemed like 16 years and not 8.
Yeah, the whole world was different.
So like exactly like everything
Yeah.
that was so cool and that and they were so young back in 95. By the time 03 rolled around, it was like, oh, okay.
I mean, we just think about the difference in music from 95 to 03. You talking about, you know, Big to Kanye to, to Wayne, like I'm trying to think who was like Jay wasn't even really doing his thing yet in 95. He was really just, starting a bubble. But I was trying to think who was doing their shit in 95 that
It was
was
still Snoop. Like,
yeah.
he still had like the remnants of the of Doggy Style and then of Dogfather. He still was still just like a mythical. He was becoming that.
Because Beautiful came out in 03, right?
Yeah, somewhere around there, 02.
Yeah. So yeah, and Drop It Like It's Hot was what, 04?
04. Yeah, 04.
Yeah, so yeah, Uncle.
Yeah. But
he like the only one that was really, I mean, like really at like a high level.
Yeah. So here we are. From what we can see, it's slated to be released in January of 2020. Which, saying that now, like it's not even that far away.
Yo, that sounds so crazy, yo.
It's not even that far away, man. Like, I mean, it's gonna be here before you know it. They started filming in Atlanta.
2020 sounds insane, yo. That sounds like Jetsons, man.
It really does, man. Yeah.
I feel like I need to get in a DeLorean to get to 2020, and really, I just need to walk across the street.
That's it. By the time you get back, you'll definitely be a lot closer.
To hop your ass in this Ford Escort.
What do you think about this, though, man? Is this something that you would go see in the theater?
Man, Bad Boys is one of those things. I feel like they can't ruin it, but I'm nervous still. I'm nervous because it's like, all right, the last one, when you say it was 03, so you talking about what, 17 years? Like in real life, they wouldn't still be cops. So I'm trying to figure out like what are they doing? Like
one last job.
So you think about it, in 95, they had already been on the force like 6, 7, 8 years. So you talking about, they like 30-year cops at this point, 25 years.
Lethal Weapon type.
Yeah, I'm too old for this shit, Riggs. like come on, no, like and then they probably gonna add like a new person.
Oh, of course.
Because somebody's like gonna retire. You know how they do, man. They gotta. Is Nikki Union gonna be in it?
From what I see, I don't think so. No.
So how they gonna? It's just a lot of shit that I mean, I don't want to. I want it to be good because I really like both of them dudes, and I like the franchise, and I still get enjoyment out of every now and then. I'll throw that joint on and watch it like I never saw it.
You make a good point. As far as the franchise, as our kids start to get older and we start to show them movies that kind of define our childhood and our the younger parts of our lives, it'll be dope to kind of show them this franchise here. I mean, like, yo, your dad went to see this when he was 15. Yo, your dad saw this when he was 23. Yo, like, this came out a few years ago when I was basically 40. And, you can see the progression, like, oh, man, look at Will Smith back then. He was so young. Look at him, so I look forward to that. Like, that's like stuff like this is very cool because, like, again, it does kind of identify with the culture. Will and, of course, Martin are, legends.
That icons. And then you got to think about it, like, just like the stuff that came from Bad Boys, like we use Mike Lowry, like when we call somebody Mike Lowry,
it is.
Yeah. That dude, you know what I mean? Like, okay, Mike Lowry.
Yeah, you know exactly what it is.
So I mean, it's just one of them things, and then there's so many quotables and one-liners, and so yeah, man, I'm definitely interested, but I'm still nervous.
Yeah, and the other part also, I guess, to just full disclosure, I guess really the most beautiful part about it was to see these two guys together again, in their 50s, and
No doubt. And I can say I am glad that they didn't try to do it without either one of them.
Right.
That was always a concern that one of them would try to move forward and do it without the other one. Like, and I don't think Martin could do it without. I think Will could do it without Martin, but I don't think Martin could have did it without Will.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's good just to see these back together. You know, you hear about these movies all the time. You know, oh, such and such sequel, or you know, this eventually is gonna come out.
Yo, where do they rank as a top fictional duo? Like, they got to be high on the list. Like,
yeah, I mean, just with these two movies, they're pretty high. Especially
like we mentioned Murtaugh and Riggs, the King and Duck. Even though
yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, just for our money, they gotta be tough. I mean, they gotta be up there for sure.
No doubt, man.
I mean, you know, Portier and Cosby, your man's kind of.
Oh yeah, he ruined it, yo.
So, but
we had some great promos with them. We can't even use them, Jones. Oh. He ruined it.
A wrap.
God damn it, William.
You say, let's do it again. Oh no, let's not.
No, let's not. No.
That's your props.
That's how you got into this shit.
All right. But no, salute to them. Salute to everybody in there. Can't wait to see what'll come about of this. The one thing that we did want to mention though, just looking at the budget in 95 and the budget of 03. So the budget in 95, man, yo, these dudes took $23 million and gross 141 domestically. You were talking about a crack flip. So they did that, and then it was a little bit more modest in 03. They took $130 million, and then they grossed 273.
That's still a double up.
It's still, yeah. And I mean, again, like that was just because Michael Bay needed the extra like explosions.
Michael
just like the regular
gonna blow a bomb. He just gonna sit a bomb and then put another bomb on top of it and blow that bitch up.
Yeah, they probably could have shaved off a cool 30 off of that. Just maybe
he might get a Transformer. Bumblebee might be in the joint. I mean, you don't know.
Yeah, right. But you also know, like that also speaks to like that quote that it was giving them. So you know, Big Willie was like, "I need that 25, B."
Yeah. You think you're still getting 20 for this?
Yeah. I wouldn't see why not. You know, like
you gotta figure it's gonna. Is Michael Bay's directing this, right?
That I don't know.
Oh man, he got to, man, because I need to see all the slow mo shots and
yeah. He has to do this one, but again, like. That quote, I mean, it's got to be up. Is he getting 20? He might be like 30. So
yeah, capture for inflation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So last I heard, though, he wasn't involved with it, but I didn't have a good.
Well, whoever they got, I hope they. I need my crazy car chase / explosions.
Yeah. Just looking here, it looks like oh gosh, that's terrible. These guys did a couple episodes of Snowfall. It's Adele, L, RB, and Bilal Falah. They did a couple episodes of Snowfall, but this is your big feature here. So
this their first shot at making a feature.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, so they probably gonna try to go hard. Because it could be grand opening, grand closing if they don't.
They're also attached to the Beverly Hills Cop 4 reprisal that may come out also. That's in development. So yeah, there it is. What
you gonna do?
Yeah. Filmatic.
Yes, sir.
We've been talking about film here. Of course, we talked about why going to the movies. These are things that are coming out. But now you know, as a society, where we are now as we head into the tit for tat segment. we're a society now that watches a lot of TV in the crib, man.
Well, you know what my dude.
Crib, man. The theater is almost whack at this point. That's for like people that's like dating and stuff.
Yeah, I got a theater at the crib. You better sit your ass in this comfortable couch.
Man, how do you feel about Netflix saying that they're raising their prices again? They're essentially going from $11 to $13.
Yo, I told the champ, and she's like, what? like she was with utter disgust. But then I was like, slow down, go fast. I was like, we got T-Mobile, so with T-Mobile we got the promotion, so we don't actually pay for Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really affecting us in the same way, but it was bound to happen, man. This was this is one of them situations like Draymond getting it technical. It's just a matter of time before.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, but they putting out so much content. Like it's hard to
Man, you can't even get mad. Like I haven't heard one person complain. If they did, I'd be like, yo, nigga, like there's so much content on there. Like you can't watch it all.
Yo, when people say they can't find nothing on Netflix, I'm like, yo, like, are you like? There's literally something for everybody.
Yeah,
literally.
I mean, even just from like, if you ask someone, yo, you ever seen Shameless before? Oh no, I always wanted to watch that. Yo, all 8 seasons are
yeah. You ever seen Sons of Anarchy? Nope.
Oh, word. All 7 seasons.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
that's not even counting the originals. Like, I mean, if you only watched originals, it would damn near be worth it.
Yeah.
And you was one of the few places where you could see Marvel movies, at least for the time being, until they Disney vault them things.
Yeah. Nah, it's pretty great. So I don't have a problem with it, but the tit for tat, I wanted to ask you, Netflix or HBO, if you had to choose, if you were paying on a monthly basis, besides your promotion that you have now, if you had to choose, all right, yo, you can only have one service. You can either have it's not TV, it's HBO or Netflix.
RC, my answer is going to be very seasonal. I'm going to say right now, because we're in our Lord's year 2019.
No. All right. Now I know with you, I got to give caveats. So all right, let me set some parameters.
Oh, here you go. You all right?
I know how you get down. I know how you get. You like no,
because you already know what I was going to say.
For April and May, I gotta have no. Okay, so starting right now through the end of the year, December 31st, you can only have one, and you're not going to be able to watch any of the other content. So you're going to miss out on something. So either you're going to miss out on all the stuff that's on Netflix.
Yo, man, I'm way too invested. I got to go with HBO because I got a Game of Thrones. I'm way too invested, yo. Like I put 6 years into this, baby. Yeah. So plus they got all the new shows. They got the new joint with Zendaya coming out.
Yeah.
They got they still got movies. You know what I mean? They got
so that's what I'm saying.
Season 2 of Barry. Like
so
it's
when people are like,
Big Little Lies season 2.
Yeah. So people just like, oh nah, man, HBO, get it. It's like, yo, like
no, they come in for the crown, yo. They was like hold my beer.
Yeah. They still got that when you think about it. Like out of our circle, for as much as we know people that love Netflix, it would be tough for them to give up HBO for a year just because of those shows that you named, namely Game of Thrones. Like it's just impossible. Like
I almost the only thing I really watch in real time these days are sports.
Right.
But like I know, I mean, we've made, content off of, Game of Thrones, watching it in real time.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's one of them things. It is literally must see TV, and it cracks me up. Like people have such this perception about what it is. It's titties and dragons, and it's Dungeons and Dragons, what all these things. I'm like, yo, it's really just a show about people and what they do under dire situations. It's about classism and all the things that we deal with today, just set in a different time frame.
Right.
So it's such a well written dope show, and it's so much more than just special effects and sex scenes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm rocking with HBO too for that. I mean, it would be tough to sit out season 8 of Game of Thrones. I mean, that's the big Joker, man. Like you can't trump that. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah,
like,
that's a great way to put it. It is 100% the big Joker.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, I don't know anyone out of the people. If we polled 100 people and be like, all right, listen, you can't rock with. And mind you, most of the people that would say Netflix are people that don't watch or haven't watched Game of Thrones before.
If you watch Game of Thrones, it's undeniable you're going to pick HBO.
Yeah, because you have to see the finale. You have to see it. So, all right, moving on. Roll damn Tide. You know?
Not quite.
We heard a lot of that leading
Slow damn Tide.
Yeah, we heard a lot of that leading up to the national championship. Of course, that's a couple weeks ago. But I
thought they were going to win. Like, no question.
Yeah,
I definitely thought they were going to win.
5.5, I think, 6-point favorites. You know, this was, I guess, somewhat of a rubber match. This was the third installment of the national championship series they had, but they've also faced each other 4 years in a row in the actual playoff.
Yeah, that's
so Alabama went into it 2-1, and then Alabama had the chance to totally just end the conversation, get the 3 titles.
I feel like they left down 2-3 after that ass kicking they took, because I thought Alabama was going to win. I knew there was a possibility that they could lose because Clemson is, they got a whole bunch of killers.
Yeah.
But the fact is, nobody thought it was going to go down the way it did. You know what I mean?
Well, they started off fast. Had a turnover for a touchdown, and then it just seemed like Alabama was just missing something. But in the aftermath of that, it obviously elevated Dabo Swinney to another level.
Oh yeah.
It elevated Clemson, South Carolina itself. Not only just Death Valley, but the overall just the program and just the legacy of it. 3-time champion obviously sounds a lot better than 2-time champion. And then when you get 2 out of 3, that's dynasty worthy. So those recruits that are coming in that are considering other places, it's like, man, might go to Clemson.
Yo, it was so then they did the death row shit.
Yeah,
awesome. I mean, that awesome. Like, everything's hip hop, man. Like, yeah. but like that.
Those dudes weren't born when it happened either.
Yeah. Oh no, that's crazy.
Yeah.
No, because that was what 95 Source Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all these dudes was like
they're 21. They're 21 and 22.
Yeah, the oldest dude might be 22. So.
But yeah, those two in particular though, they're 21 and 22. So yeah. What's my man's name? You know him. What's my man's name? He didn't really get the reference though. He was just kind of looking like, okay.
Oh, you talk about the
yeah.
He was like, but everybody else, like from the all the talking heads, they got it.
I was like, oh, that was sick, like Death Valley, like
yeah. Yo, if I'm a recruit, if I'm a recruit from Cali,
yeah,
I just looked at I just added a school to my I mean, because that right there, because I mean that's ingrained if you from CPT or whereabout.
Yeah, no, that's dope. So okay, so they got a chance to get some shine off of that. This was the quickest turnaround though, as far as the presidential invitation. I thought it was just pretty odd. I was like, wow, I guess they had a lull in school because I mean, like with these schools, they don't actually go to class, so I don't think they have class. I think they go to class until like next week, like after like King Day. But so I guess they were just like, all right, let's just rush them out there, get this moment in there while they can. And they go to the White House. Government shut down.
It was Good Burger, home of the Good Burger.
Government shut down.
The Good Burger.
Is that where it's at right now? I mean, at that point, I think it was like 22 days. So staff is kind of sparse. We all know what happened with this. I guess my question to you is, with that smorgasbord of fast food from Wendy's to Burger King to McDonald's and Domino's, would you go or would you sit it out?
Well, first of all, dude's there, so I'm not going.
Had you known before, okay, this is going to be a shit show a little bit because it's him, it's automatically going to be that anyway.
Yeah.
So, you kind of answered it. So, would you go or would you sit it out?
I'm not going because it's him. That's where I'm at. But all right, let's assume that I'm gonna take one for the team and I'm gonna go.
Yeah, because you more than likely you would feel like that up until the moment where you're gonna ride with your dudes.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yo, when are we gonna be able to do this again? We may not win next year. All right, let's just for the free trip to DC.
Yeah.
Like, yo, let's see.
There is nightlife in DC. You know what I mean?
Nightlife in DC.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, just off that alone, the ability to say, yo, I partied in DC as the national champion.
Right.
You know what I mean? All right, so I'm there.
Yeah.
First of all, I eat a lot of gluttonous food. Yeah. I haven't had a hamburger from McDonald's since before I knew the champ.
But I thought you was about to hit me with the big L, like my parents haven't met yet.
Well, damn near. You talking about 2000.
Sheesh.
Was the last?
You're one of the only dudes, ladies and gentlemen, listening audience out there. Yo, this guy is one of the only dudes I know that will go to the McDonald's drive-thru and order a sweet tea. That's it. Nothing else.
Yo, they be heated too. Yo, like it's their money. Like,
what else can I get you, sir? Oh, no. That's it.
I'm good.
Look, they be like, no. You want that with your meal, right? But that's your drink. What else do you want? No. I'm good. They're like, that'll be 104. Yeah, I've heard it on numerous occasions. It's hilarious, but
I know they be salty.
They're like,
to the point, man. I'm like, yo, man, I hope my drink's safe.
Lazy, but like, all you got to do is just put some cup in the ice and give put some ice in the cup and give it to me. Like, what?
Yeah,
why are you mad that that's all I want?
Like now, cause the young champ, she'll get a Happy Meal from time to time. So, and she's a French fry, so
yeah,
like her Uncle Vod, she's a French fry fanatic. So.
Yes, sir.
So we go there. So we get fries now.
Yeah.
We get fries in the sweet tea.
Even I had to back off for fries though. Like I know, like if I had her metabolism, I could probably still rock with it. But even I had to somebody from work the other day, because there's McDonald's everywhere. So there's like 2 around my job. They're like, "Hey, I'm going to McDonald's. You want anything?" I was offended. I was like, "No." I was offended. I was like, no. And I mean, again, there's nothing wrong with it. There's a lot wrong with it.
Yeah, it is.
But I mean, in terms of I'm not no snob like that. I was like, nah. I was like, I had to step back for a second. I was like, no, I'm good. And I was like, why are you going there? You're like 98 pounds. You eat like carrots and like.
If it was like Sonic, I'm offended. Like Sonic or Arby's.
Only thing that you should be getting from Sonic is through a straw. That's like straight like
the only Sonic I acknowledge is on Sega Genesis. You know what I mean?
Again, those drinks, I know people that go there just to get
for the happy hour drinks.
Happy hour drinks. So so I don't know anybody, again, just thinking about our circle, that probably would have sat this out in terms of rocking with the visits to the White House. It's a museum in a sense too. So you're also going to a museum to kind of see some things that you just, the history there is crazy.
Take your picture in front of the Obama and Michelle portraits.
Exactly. So it's almost like
I would have been there for that.
Yeah. My question to you also, I guess, too, is like, would you be able to explain it to your child if your child was like, yo, Dad, I really don't want to go. I don't rock with dude. Like, I don't agree with a lot of what he's doing. It's affecting our family. It's affecting everybody's family. Like, I just, I don't rock with dude. Like, how would someone be able to kind of persuade because when you're young, you don't think about like, yo, like 20 years from now, that's gonna be an experience I didn't have.
That's the angle that's the only reason I could, because like if I had a kid that was, a national champion, and had a chance to go there, if he could articulate it in a way to make sense to me where he did not want to go for all the reasons you were saying, I don't think I don't think I would make him go.
Yeah,
I would try to explain to him. I was like, this is a once in a, well, maybe not, because I mean, but
if you win again, he's still gonna be there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, let's hope you keep winning, and there's somebody else, but for the sake of the argument, I was like, this is something like that. There's a lot of history there. I mean, you can, I would maybe use the Michelle, Barack angle. You can see their portraits, take a picture with that. Hell, that's something I'd like to see. But I would not make them go if they were dead set on not going.
Right.
Just me being me, because especially knowing who's in there. Now, if it, different circumstances now, Barack is there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're going.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Going. Get on the bus.
Yeah. I don't want to talk to you about this anymore.
Yeah.
But
we had this conversation.
I'm not gonna tell you again now.
You had the 9 there. That's what it's real. Like, I ain't gonna tell you again now.
All right, I just wanted to see where you stood with that. Obviously, anybody that listens to the show or is familiar with us or just with hip hop culture, just in general, nobody's rocking with dude. We don't even really want to talk about him too much.
Yeah, he served him cold burgers, yo.
And come on, man. He said, "I paid."
Yeah, like he did something. Like if you're a legit billionaire,
yeah. I mean,
and you're bragging about buying people.
I paid.
Yeah, you didn't even get them good. You couldn't even get like Shake Shack or Chick-fil-A at least. Like, come on, dog.
Stuff like that. That just doesn't like train. Like, because that's what he eats. He literally eats like garbage like that every day.
Yo, man, there's no way in the world if I had his kind of bread.
Yeah, but he that's what he eats every day.
Yeah, I mean, it shows.
Yeah, it does. All right, enough of him. But yeah, definitely salute to Clemson. I like when Goliath gets slayed.
Yeah, even if it's by another Goliath,
right? Yeah, because they aren't really David.
It wasn't. They weren't David. They might have been like
little Goliath.
Yeah.
Probably young Goliath is probably the best way because they're on their way to.
Yeah, because he's like because that was like young Saban.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's turning like a play. I mean, because there's nothing there. Like, it's not even near. Like, it's not near anything. It's literally Clemson, South Carolina.
Yeah.
It's not even like Charleston or I mean.
No. Yeah, that's it.
Myrtle Beach or some shit. It's Clemson.
Happy, yeah.
That's like Gainesville.
Gainesville, Happy Valley, like literally, like when people say they're
Tuscaloosa.
People say they're from Happy Valley. It's like, oh, so your parents, they worked at the school, like teacher. It has to be.
Oh no, they my dad's the manager at the Walmart that's on the campus.
Right, State College.
Yo, the first time I saw that, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
No,
like, there's a Walmart on the campus. Like,
yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Word. All right, we got a couple more. We're just gonna get through these real quick so that we can get with the rest of the show. 2 quick questions for you, my man.
Get at me.
What's a more dry snitch in his rap name? Mr. Serve On or C Murder? You could spin C Murder, be like, I see murders happening all around me because of the environment that I live in, my brother. I mean, you could. I see murder. I see.
You can spin that, but Mr. Servo, it ain't no getting around it. It ain't no getting around Mr. Servo. This is just what I do.
That's it. I literally don't do anything but just like pollute. All right, I
slang them O's and I ain't talking about Krispy Kremes.
Yeah, see, murders. I mean, if you know his story, yes, okay, but yeah. Face value though, Mr. Server. I just always thought that was just like such a funny.
That just hilarious though.
He had some of the best names though, like some of those dudes, like some of those No Limit,
Cain and Abel.
Yeah, Fiend.
They was twins.
Fiend. There's one in every family.
Skullduggery.
Oh man, good times. And you had about 85% of that catalog from
I love their movement, yo. That, like, I was I still got my No Limit Soldier T-shirt
Yeah,
from my time with Universal. Yeah,
and that was dope. Okay, all right. Last thing, we mentioned Beverly Hills Cop 4, and we almost cringed when I mentioned that. So it's
yeah,
only
because
right.
3 was so trash. This is a Godfather 3 situation, man. You ain't even gotta ask me.
It's really bad. I know, but
I'm nervous, yo.
Coming to America 2, it's been greenlit. They're basically coming up with the rewriting of the rewriting of the rewriting of the script. It's probably going to see a release sometime next year.
All right, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you where I'm at. First, I was like, absolutely not. No, no, no. But from what I'm understanding, Kenya Burris is attached, which gives me some bit of hope. Only because his last 2 things are Blackish and Grownish. I mean, so if we're going by the standard that he set for himself, I got to give him the benefit of the doubt. You know, it's still like much like Bad Boys, but even on a more high level, because you know what that movie means to us. I mean, I quoted it earlier in the episode already. He's like,
we do it daily. I mean, without even thinking about it.
Yeah, I was like, Mortimer, we're back. I mean, like, just it's just one of those things that it's ingrained in. I literally saw that in the movie theater.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, so it's and I've seen it, well over 100, 200 times.
Yeah.
So
it could come on right now. I may not watch the whole thing because I'll fall asleep, but I'm not turning the TV.
No, if it's on, it's on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on. If it's on, it's on, yo. All day, yo.
All right, so the question, I guess, to just put it plainly, will you be going to see it in theaters if it comes out?
All the shit I just talked, you damn right I'm going to see it. There's no question. I might talk greasy about it after if it's trash, but they definitely gonna get my my movie money, my $180 that it's gonna cost me to go see it in the theater.
For Father's Day, my wife got us a babysitter so that we could go see it in the theater because they had a 30-year anniversary.
Oh, that's so I remember you posted. Yeah. They had the whole joint that looked like a McDowell's menu.
Yeah.
That was ill, yo.
It gave us Zamunda flags.
That's dope.
It gave us some.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, like they had us had a little like.
Oh, that's dope.
Quote alone part. So that's what I'm saying. Like that movie is just such a huge part of. Like,
I mean, so much culture. I mean, people have literally had Coming to America themed weddings. Yeah, I mean,
and the couple that went with us is a white couple, and the white dude, he knew as many lines as we do.
Yeah, man. For people that don't understand that, just like whatever you feel is the funniest movie that you've ever seen in your life, that's Coming to America for us. And there may have been movies that are better,
right?
More well written, well acted, whatever. But there's so much, pop culture. There's so much hip hop culture in there. I mean, from the way they dress to the shit they were saying, to the type of it influenced all the movies after it. Like when you see like a Friday movie, you obviously see, things that came directly from Coming to America. That whole franchise, And it's funny, like had Coming to America come out in the 90s, there would already be multiple sequels.
Definitely,
because it's just what it was,
a little bit before its time.
Yeah, if you made $100 million, there's motherfucking right is gonna be a part 2
coming back to America.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to America one more again.
But Ed was busy. He was like, Ed was like, yeah, okay, we can do this, but I got about 5 or 6 more movies on the slate that need to get.
I got about 8 or 9 more kids to make.
Exactly.
Ed got like 13 kids,
yeah.
They had a picture. I forgot what it was for, but he had a picture with all his kids.
Holiday picture.
Huh?
It was his holiday picture. It was like his holiday card or whatever.
Yo, he got a little United Nations, yo. Like he got all shades.
I mean, he's got the 4 with Nicole, and then he's got like the 2 with this new girl.
Yeah, and then he got one with
yeah, with Mel B, and then 3 older ones.
Mel B.
You know, Ed, that's our dude. So I mean,
Yeah.
but he's just like, oh, word, y'all got
a point.
Yeah, right. Y'all got
oh yeah, y'all think yeah.
All right.
Word.
Yeah. So maybe that's what Mr. C
did.
No, you didn't hear me.
No, I didn't.
I said maybe that's what Mr. C needs to do.
See, man. See, you just ruined our chance to ever get Mr. C on the show.
I mean, what? No?
Ain't no more to it?
Yeah, okay. We can cut that part out.
Nah, I'm not cutting it out. It is what it is, man. But
yo, I mean, listen, to each his own, man. Isn't that what they say?
If you like it, I love it.
Isn't that what they say? To each his own?
Yeah.
All right. Moving on.
He owning each.
Moving on, Phil, I'm going to tell you what I've been listening to. You're going to tell me what you've been listening to, and then we're going to get into a heat check by none other than R.J. Payne. And a legend, a straight-up legend in the game, someone that's on his new project. But before we get into that, man, Tanner Talk 3, that's still in rotation.
Always. I was listening to it today.
Me too.
I don't want no new friends. That's how you get loose ends.
Listen, man. Of course, we still, of course, make our playlists and stuff, but I guess when I was going back, I guess some of the old joints that I was listening to. Salute to the homie Torre again. We told him get well soon a couple weeks ago, and I guess it's still kind of appropriate. He's got some things going on.
Yeah, man, definitely.
But
I can't have my life coach getting ill, man. Unless it's on the mic.
I know. But no, I had a chance to kind of really sit down with All Praises Due again, just revisited it a couple months later. And, I'm like, man,
yeah, he smoked that joint.
Yeah, they did their thing on that. So, I mean,
you can count that as an album, man. Because, I mean, making these 7-song albums, man, he had what, 9 tracks on there? He might have had 10.
It was 8 in the intro. I guess you couldn't really count, though. Like, it was just like.
Yeah, that's an album.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a
23 minutes.
19 album.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, I mean, that's what's really been in rotation, and of course, Mona Lisa is still rocking that too.
Yeah. I took it back a little further. I was listening to the Main Ingredient, classic record from Pete Rock and CL Smooth.
Yeah. Speaking of,
the unintentional oop. I was like when the ball get deflected and you end up dunking it anyway.
Yeah, man, that's something that we wanted to give a shout out to. Tissue and the Tape alumni, 2-time guest.
Yes, 2 times, like Casanova.
Yeah. Gotta get your papers. Sky.
Yo, we looked at that the other day too. That's another one, man. Anytime it come on, when it's on, it's on.
It's on. Sky Zoo and Pete Rock. And you know how Sky's pen is, right? So he's like, yo, in the joint with Pete. Yo, we playing joints. Then the next post is, yo, just finished a whole album with Pete. Now just going over. It's like, yo, what? Like,
yo, man, that's because he's an alien, man. I told you he's in my alien, that group. Yeah. It's like him, Royce, Black Thought, Pharoah Monch.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few other people in 3000. There's a few other people that you could put in that, but those 5 people, I just feel like,
why do you still have bars?
Yeah, like 3000, he kind of conserves his, but that's by choice, I believe. But anytime he brings them, there's always, at a different kind of level.
Yeah.
Like the other dudes are so prolific with the writing. It's just like, yo, it just keeps on coming.
Yeah,
like
how do you have more bars?
Man, like, yo, Royce got so many bars, he had to start singing them shits. He was like, he's like, man, I done gave you, king.
Yeah.
Yo, speaking of that video is fire, yo.
Yeah, it's tough. He had the Steve Smith jersey in there.
That joint legend. Yo, that joint is crazy.
That's tough, yeah. That's
the little army joint.
Yeah, underrated. Okay, all right. So salute the Sky, Pete Rock. Looking forward to that. I'm sure that we'll
Sky rocks.
Yes. What else you rocking out to?
Man, always listening to Pain. Of course, Tanner Talk. I still, man. I'm always on my Apollo Brown rotation, man. Definitely the Easy Truth. You already know, man. That's man. Shout out to PA. And then I like to mix it up, go back and listen to some joints. So along with listening to Pete Rock and CL Smooth, I was heavy into my Ice Cube Death Certificate. That's one of my all-time favorites. That's a top 10 album for me. So just definitely revisiting that, same as it ever was.
So you mentioned Pain, and he actually just blessed us with If Cocaine Could Talk 4.
Man, he was our MC of the year for 2018, and he's already he's leading the pack for 2019.
I mean, I'm like, yo, this guy like another just like, how do you have more bars? So we're actually gonna get into the Appleton and Peretti joint. It's RJ Payne and OC.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. So that was Appleton and Peretti off of If Cocaine Could Talk 4. It's RJ Payne and OC, the legend.
OC, like Omar Credo. I love that line, yo.
Let's shine. Special note, RJ Payne did let us know that he will be rocking out on K Slade's show on Shade 45 on January 30th.
The streets.
I'm sure there'll be a lot of footage of that.
Yeah, streets will get swept.
Yeah. Looking forward to that though. And it really looks like he's being able to, I guess, when he really first emerged with the Murder in 60 Seconds, it looked like he still had some other ventures that he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Even when we talked to him, he was like, "Yeah, just got off work. Yo, I don't think that's the case right now, baby."
He ain't had to get off work in quite some time.
And that's what you want, like.
Yeah, man, that's the dream, yo. There's few people that we've talked to that have resonated so much with us in like our movement, like almost parallel our movement, and then just like every success that he has, I love it, man. That's one of my favorite people. I talk to that dude a lot. Yo, I so wish I could talk about what I know about what he has coming, but it's gonna be stupid in just a very short amount of time. You will know in my Black Men United voice, I mean, so it's about to get real painful in the next few months. So
yes, sir. So yeah, that was our heat check. Looking forward to everybody getting familiar with the project.
Yeah. And salute to PA Dre too, and Chrissy Mack, man, the whole EIMG family.
They hold us down, man.
Yeah. They always show us love, and it's only right there. Yo, that was the first time we had a whole crew on the joint. yeah. We had an old school party line. You know what I mean,
yeah, that was crazy.
Shout out to Orlando Benson also.
Yeah, that was dope though. You can check RJ's music out at iamrjpayne.com.
Mm-hmm.
If Cocaine Could Talk Volume 4, you can download it right now. It is available.
Yeah, he got merch.
He's got all types.
Got the new video for Appleton and Peretti.
Yes, sir.
That they just shot. Shot it out in Queens.
Yeah.
So,
making some major moves. Of course, he always has a cosign from Lil Jamar, but also if you go to his Instagram, he's got some pictures on there with Thought, and he's showing some things that they've been doing behind the scenes. So best MC in the world. I mean, he's letting y'all know, who he's rocking with. So it's only right.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
That lets you know everything you need to know about how nice Payne is.
Yes, sir.
I mean, so and also find him at I am RJ Payne on all social media.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely check that music out. You know, buy 113, 14,000
Yeah.
copies. I mean,
EIMG. All right, Filmatic. So we had a banner year last year as well, as far as documenting the culture.
We got one in the rafters, no doubt.
Tissueandthetape.com is on the way. And one of the prominent sections that we're going to have, of course, is for women. Because
always, the tape cares if don't nobody else care.
That's right. So to carry on the tradition of that, we actually have 4 ladies that we'd like to recognize and give quick shouts out to. Let you know what's going on with them and some of the accomplishments. The first young lady that we're going to talk about right now, she's someone that, again, we talked about Kenya Barris. If Kenya Barris is a major league pitcher, this young lady is like his secret weapon. And I'm talking about Marsai Martin.
Yes.
Anybody that has watched Blackish knows the power of her scene stealing abilities.
Yeah, she is Diane.
Yes.
On Blackish. Has some of the best one-liners as the aforementioned scene stealer. I mean, her and Charlie, they have that Pam and Martin dynamic always popping off.
It's great.
Yeah, but she always gets the best of him.
Yeah. It's awesome to see, but I guess we're mentioning her now, of course, just because she's making some history right now. She's actually set to become the youngest producer in Hollywood film history.
Oh, talk to him.
There's a movie that's coming out later on this year. The trailer just premiered. It's starring Regina Hall, who is someone that we've highlighted in this segment before. It's also starring Issa Rae, who's someone who we've highlighted in this segment before, and it's also starring Marsai. It is a take on a movie that we grew up watching, Big. So the name of the movie is Little. And here's the quick story behind it. So once Blackish was popping off and they were learning, about the kids, right? Like, what are you guys into? Like, whatever. She mentioned that she watched Big, but she always wanted to make a movie, either starring her or starring a young Black girl that had that same type of dynamic, that had that twist of old and young. And when Kenya heard that, he said, "Oh, we got to make this happen.
The wheels start turning."
Yeah, he said, "Oh, we can get this going." So that started the process of her becoming the youngest producer, because essentially she's not only starring in it, but she's also, the person that got, like you said, got the wheels turning in order for this to happen. So this movie is set to come out later this year. Again, Regina Hall, of course, someone that we respect, is going to play her older version. She's going to play the younger version. It's kind of like the Freaky Friday / Big dynamic. And I'm happy to see it. Like, this is something that I think that nieces, daughters, goddaughters, whoever, like, this is a movie that we can take them to see, feel great about it. And again, like, she's a rising star in her own right. So can't wait to see it, man. She pitched this idea when she was 10 years old. She's 14 now. But yeah, so salute to her. Just the simple fact that that they're able to take the ideas of their cast members, and like I said, like Kenya and the Avas and the Shondas and the Jordan Peels, they're able to, even Tyler Perry, people give him crap, but able to tell these stories that wouldn't necessarily have been able to been done, years ago. Here we are. So again, salute to Marsai. Looking forward to that. Speaking of someone that took the world by storm at the age of 14, Monet Davis. In this story, actually hits pretty close to home for us because she is going to. She's going to be attending Hampton University.
Real HU. Real HU alert.
That's a little inside joke, everybody. We definitely salute all HBCUs. The one that we happen to meet each other at and graduate from is Hampton University. So we send a salute to everybody out there. But Monet is joining the family, my man.
Yeah, man. Philadelphia wins again, yo.
Yeah, there you go. She, of course, took the world by storm by basically just giving people that work in the Little League World Series about 4 or 5 years ago now. Cover of Sports Illustrated, Tonight Show, just was a superstar. And, we thought that she was just going to hoop too. Well, she actually chose Hampton. She's going to be playing softball there, and looking forward to, great things. This is just the beginning for her.
Yeah, man.
I like to see this. Like, I'm sure she had offers to go a
lot of places, and then with her level of stardom in sports, she could have been anywhere in the world.
But you're here with us. We appreciate that. So salute to her as well. We all know what she did, and we're looking forward to seeing more. I mean, greatness, and seeing more kids, more young ladies, more young men. They don't necessarily have to go, but this is a tremendous opportunity to at least let people know that these options are out there. That doesn't always have to be about the predominantly white institutions. So yeah, man, salute. Another young lady that we want to talk about, we were just talking about HBO, and this is someone that has been rocking out in hip hop culture for at least the past 15 years, pretty prominently.
Since she was a diva.
Man, listen, she is still one, but now she's just going by a different moniker, the one that she was actually given at birth. Amanda Seales, you may know her from being Amanda Diva, DJ, TV personality,
comedian,
and co-star of HBO's Insecure.
Yeah, all-around hip-hop connoisseur.
Yes, sir. She has a special that's coming out on HBO, our special, January 26th. It's called I Be Knowing. You can check it out on demand that next day, or you can check it out live on the 26th. And she's not pulling any punches as we would expect. Like, she's, giving her raw account of things. Obviously, HBO, just allows for people to have that type of platform where,
That's a great look, man. Because, I mean, a lot of people get, comedy specials. Mm-hmm. Even when you work on the channel, it's still difficult to get a 1 hour HBO special.
Yeah, I mean, it's a moment in time, again, we're huge fans of the network, and we've been watching it since like comic release. So yeah, those specials, it really is.
I mean, Rakim couldn't even get a album release on Aftermath. I mean, that's like the equivalent almost when you think about it. Like, she's gonna do something like this is like following Eddie Murphy and Chris Rock and George Carlin and Ellen. So many great household names in comedy. And she's going to be right there with him in terms of.
And again, she's a Renaissance woman. Like the amount of things that we know her for outside of comedy, like most people would not know that she would be able to produce such.
Yeah, she wasn't she one time even like she was like in Flowetry, like she was like a replacement killer in Flowetry.
Yeah, like put it. Yes, yeah. She got. I mean, she's just talented. So
yeah, man. Shout out to Amanda Seales.
Yeah, definitely will check you on Twitter if you say something stupid too.
Oh yeah.
So looking forward to this. I will be tuning in. Might be on the on-demand tip, but we'll see.
I might go live for that one.
We'll do it live.
I'll be live for that.
Shout out to Amanda.
Oh, you see your boy? He wanted all the smoke. You see Uncle Drew wanted some smoke tonight.
Wants none. He wants absolutely none.
Well,
too.
Yo, man, I don't care what their record is. I think everybody on the Grizzlies can fight, man. I don't know. It's just something about them, yo. Yeah. It's like, man, we got to be known for something. But
I mean, it's something about Memphis. So I mean, spend enough time there. It's probably true of everybody.
Facts.
The last young lady that we want to talk about, speaking of comedy specials, someone who is probably one of the braver people in comedy right now, and I say that just based off of just watching her special. Nicole Byer, she's a part of Neil Brennan's project that's on Netflix, Comedians of the World. She had her own 30-minute set. Some of the more edgy,
definitely edgy,
that I've seen in a while, but it was refreshing just because, I mean,
she goes hard, to say the least.
Yeah, you want to talk about unabashed, and someone that's just like, yo, F, like, yeah.
You gotta think about it, like from even her time when she was on Guy Code and Girl Code to she had a little run on MTV. She's always kind of pushed the envelope, just because she didn't want to be boxed in as a being
funny big girl.
Yeah, she didn't want to be new Monique,
right?
So to speak.
Well, yeah, she's definitely past that threshold, man.
Like if anybody that when they see that, they'll get and understand exactly what we mean by she passed that.
Like I said, I love comedy, so I love when I feel uncomfortable watching something because it makes me want to watch it even more.
Mm-hmm.
Like I felt with this, like I was like, ooh, this is like almost rough to watch. But she was funny, she was smart, she was very quick. And she put the room on notice, and I like that too. Like she didn't just throw a lot of softballs out there. Like she made people think.
Yeah, it's like it almost had a Paul Mooney kind of feel. It wasn't as political, but at the same time, it was very much social.
Yeah,
and just edgy.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. So yeah, again, salute to her. Definitely a different brand of probably what Amanda's gonna bring. First special, but it'll be cool to be.
I don't know. I think we might get some edge. I
think so, but I think more so it'll be cool to kind of juxtapose the two and then see like where the edge comes from, because hers comes from, I think, more so like how people are viewing her, and I think Amanda will be able to give her views and see if people can relate to them, and if not, whatever. But it's definitely dope to see all of these voices being heard, these decisions being made, and basically 4 women that we're saluting on Tissue and the Tape because we care.
Yeah, don't nobody else care.
That's right. No, but salute to Marseille Martin, Monique Davis, Amanda Seals, and Nicole Byer. Looking forward to great things from them in the future. In the meantime, we're gonna flip the tape and get to the other side of it. Let's go. All right, Filmatic.
Yeah.
Here we are, side B, heading towards some of our favorite segments, some of the things that we want to talk about before we get out of here on this episode of Tissue and the Tape, episode 210.
210.
Before we get into the stereo side chat, just wanted to give a salute, which we've been doing the past couple episodes. We gave a salute to King and Barris before. Locksmith is someone that we also want to give a salute to. We're just taking time out to just let people know, like, hey, these are people that we want to have on our show one day. In the interim, here's some of the things that they're doing.
Absolutely.
Locksmith was someone that we mentioned as one of the MCs that needed to be heard now. Not now, but right now. Underrated, but probably one of the best MCs in the world.
Oh, without question.
Yeah. He actually released a project towards the end of the year in December called Ali, and it's a banger. Like from top to bottom, beats, flow, rhymes, content.
Yeah, man.
Dude is on another level. He's getting better, like, which is like,
yeah. That's one of them. That's one of them weird things where somebody that's so polished as an MC, and then you hear something, you be like, "Yo, do this, better, even better than before." Illa metaphors.
Yeah. But yeah, so check that out if you haven't. We're letting you know to check out Ali by Locksmith. And then also, please, if you have 10 minutes to see an MC do exactly what an MC does, please check out Locksmith on K Slay.
Streets got swept.
Yeah, they definitely got swept up. I think he rhymed over keep it thorough for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
No stumbles, no pauses, no mess ups. Literally just elite lyricism for 10 minutes.
Yeah, elite is elite is light.
No stump. Oops, I didn't say that word right, or oops, I didn't. Nope. Literally just bars.
Yeah.
So
with a lot of thought-provoking shit in there.
A lot of content. When we talked to Apollo Brown, he said that's probably one of the smartest dudes he knows.
Yeah, and it comes through in the rhymes in a dope way. You know, he'll say something like super intelligent, but he'll say it in such a dope way that you don't even you almost it's like the medicines in the candy, so to speak. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely shout out to Locksmith. We definitely need to get him on the Tissue and the Tape podcast. This is the home of the MC, so it's only right that Locksmith rocks with the He Holders.
Yes, sir. Again, his project is Ali, his latest one. He also had No Question that he did with Apollo Brown last year. So those are some of his latest projects. Check him out on all of your digital streaming platforms and where you get your beats and rhymes.
The DSPs.
All right,
jargon.
Yeah. I've been holding this conversation in for a while. We need to talk about this,
man. Let's get it, man. Get it on out.
So as you know, my Kansas City Chiefs team that I've been following for the past 30 seasons.
Yay.
They are embarking on a territory that is uncharted for the franchise. Not only are they participating in the title game for the American Football Conference, they're also hosting the game for the first time.
Punt the Pats. Punt the Pats.
But I guess the part about it that's just so it's kind of a little bit polarizing. It's just because for as much football as we've watched over the years, you can honestly say that you've probably dialed it back a lot here in the past few seasons.
Yeah, man. It's they make it, as much as I love football, you know my affinity for the sport. NFL always makes it difficult to support. And I watch the games. I ain't gonna try to pretend like I don't.
Yeah, we both do.
I mean, so it's what it is, but that don't mean I gotta like what's going on or the things that they do. You know what I mean?
But with that being the case, like I said, my team is in a position to actually go to the Super Bowl, and this year the Super Bowl is in Atlanta. Now they obviously let us know like these Super Bowl sites like years in advance. Like we know that LA is like hosting like 2022. So when we found out that Atlanta was getting rid of the Georgia Dome and they were getting a new dome, and we know how much of a great hub Atlanta is, we said, okay, they're probably going to get a Super Bowl, and they did. So they're hosting this year. When we heard that, we thought, wow, like think about all the dope artists that are from Atlanta that would possibly be available that weekend to perform in a halftime show. So we speculated, about this for a while, and then we realized, oh wait,
it's NFL.
It's the NFL. So not only did that speculation was it all for naught, but also then on top of that, we realized that there's the collusion case that they have going on against your quarterback. They're doing all types of alienating of people that don't look like who they want their fans to be. And, whether it be Madden 19 soundtrack controversies or Eric Reed, whether he got tested 32 times, like he said, or maybe it was only 5, they're saying now maybe. But nonetheless, it's just a lot of just fuckery going on with the NFL, but yet and still, my team has a possibility to be the last team standing. So I am invested. Something I've been
I
waiting.
need y'all to do this, man.
I've been waiting 30 years to see this, but here we are. We got none other than Jay-Z imploring people not to accept the invitation to perform at the halftime show. And, I get it. He turned it down. He basically, thumbed his nose at them over the past couple of years, even though his wife, took the opportunity to shut down 47. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so close.
Yeah, she shut down 47. She literally took the power out of the Georgia Dome. And then she also returned back for
Superdome.
40. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, the Superdome. Sorry. And then she came back and performed again on 49. She shut that down too.
2 times like Casanova. That was in San Fran. No.
This was the year before. It was the year before. I think it was Arizona. So here we are now. He's like, she's already done it twice. Like, we don't need it.
Twisting my hair.
Rumor has it, he's trying to persuade Travis Scott not to accept the invitation. So Maroon 5 is obviously the big act. They got to have the white group, whatever. But Travis Scott is somehow going to be incorporated in there, as well as Big Boy. One half of one of the best groups of all time.
The OUT cast.
How do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel about just that lineup? So Maroon 5, Travis Scott, and Big Boy. Let's just start there.
I mean, Maroon 5. Come on, this is why. That's why when you know why.
Yeah.
Travis Scott, one of the most popular artists in the country, if not the world, had one of the top albums in 2018. One of the best songs of the year as well with Sicko Mode. Big Boy, it's Atlanta. Like, if they did not have with the fact that hip hop is the number one genre of music in the world, the fact that Atlanta, whether we like it or not, is kind of leading the way in terms of hip hop, for the 99 and the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's something to say.
Yeah, talk about it. And to be in the heart of the city and not have somebody from the city on that stage would have been super disrespectful in terms of, like, on top of all the other disrespect that the NFL, that it just would have been a bad look towards your hosts. And it would have been more so a bad look on the city of Atlanta and the hosting committee, whoever is a part of that, to not have somebody from the city. And we don't know who they asked. We don't know if Big Boy was the first choice or if he was the 15th, So, I mean, because you could have had Luda. You could have had Jermaine Dupri and his band of merry men and women that he could have possibly had. I mean, because with Jermaine Dupri, you could possibly have Mariah Carey.
Right.
Have, you could host the people. Of course, you could have had the Migos. That would have never happened. But in theory, you could have T.I. You could have had, TLC or, that's hard to do without Left Eye. But you could have made it happen. You could have had a whole medley of Atlanta All-Stars. Monica could have been. It's just the list goes on and on and on of who you could have possibly chose. I mean, we found out now that Gladys Knight will be singing the national anthem. So that's the song is what it is. But I mean, as far as for the person they chose to sing it, I mean, they couldn't have picked a better person.
Right.
So,
and I look at it as an honor for her. She's someone that's 50 years in at this point.
Probably more than that.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, like seriously, like Gladys Knight is like 80, right?
I'm gonna say 70 something.
She's close, but yeah, so she's at least 60 in.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, just from the standpoint of that's an honor for her. Yes, again, the song is what it is, but it's more so just a a nod to her and what she means to pop culture and also what she means to Georgia.
Yeah,
specifically, to ask her to do it.
Man, she got on that midnight train and they never looked back, man.
And quite frankly, someone of her caliber, when they actually do sing the anthem, they do actually make it kind of like
so motherfucking soulful.
But they like just for that brief moment, you forget about the anthem and you just kind of can focus on the performance.
Speaking of the midnight train, though, that's how people gonna have to get there. Because man, have you seen?
Yeah.
The airport. Was it Hartfield?
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
yeah,
TSA's like, yo, hey dog, cut the check.
They had a couple videos that surfaced of people.
Give me my ass cat or get your ass cat.
People showing like some of the TSA agents like playing like uncensored music.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that's great.
So what you gonna do? I mean,
like I could have called out, dog.
I'm here for free. I'm a bang this this 21 Savage, 21.
So one of the other things that came out was that Travis demanded for a charitable contribution to be given from the NFL to I guess to like victims or to go towards
social charities of his choosing.
Yeah, of his choosing. I think it was like social justice and like justice reform.
Yeah.
One of the ones that he was most interested in was Dream Corps, organization founded by Van Jones in 2014. And they'll also take this opportunity to work on some other initiatives with the NFL, I guess, to kind of help them be less ignorant in the future.
So ask me what I would have did with the money.
With the $500,000?
Yeah.
If you were Travis Scott or if you're but what?
First of all, I would ask for more than 500,000 because I math wise, that's about
so
about 16,000 per team.
So he made a donation himself, and then he asked them to match it.
Yeah, but I'm saying I would have asked them for more than 500K.
So you would have given 500, and you would have said, "Okay, give me."
Yeah, I need no less than 10
million.
Yeah. Or I mean, because I don't need they don't get paid for the Super Bowl. That's one. So he's not getting. There's no. I mean, yeah, you get your record sales or whatever.
Yeah, like even Missy, I think the time when she just came out with Katy Perry, like that was a nice week for her.
Yeah, it was a nice week. So I mean, there's definitely advantages.
That was a nice week.
Yeah, but I would have asked for more money to donate because again, it's only 16,000. The fine for wearing the wrong socks is more than 16,000.
Okay.
So, but that's just me. And then I would have donated the cat to his charity.
Right.
And then, but I wouldn't have announced it until after I performed where I was donating it.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
But I would have donated, or even if I didn't ask for more money, I would have asked that they donated to him. And then if they don't, because there's no reason not to donate it to his charity.
Mm-hmm.
He may or may not even accept it. But
like Soulja Boy said, millions is millions, Philmatic. Right? Millions is millions, man.
And like Meek said, there's levels. I mean,
very true. So like some of the artists that turned it down, like we were saying, Rihanna said FOH. Obviously, we know Jay said FOH. Cardi B, like she was basically like on board from what we understand, and then a few conversations, and I guess just her just being a little bit more into.
She would have been interesting there because I think we would have got Bruno Mars probably. They probably would have performed that joint.
Yeah, nobody needs to see him anymore.
You front no Bruno, yeah?
No, but he was at 49 with Beyonce in Coldplay.
He did it like 5 times.
Yeah.
At this point, but no, I just think it would have. I think her brand of hip hop would have translated
For sure. I like it like that. Yeah.
Yeah, would have translated well.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been interesting to see, man. You seen the twerk video?
Yeah, have I?
Mm.
It's seen me a couple times.
Fell
asleep. You ever fall asleep watching something on your phone?
Did it Tuesday?
Yeah, like
we were supposed to be doing this.
Yeah. Shout out to the City Girls.
Yo, that's such a great name, yo. Like we haven't talked about them a whole lot because it's the City Girls, but that is a great ass name, yo, for their brand of entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that because they city as it get.
Free JT, by the way.
Definitely, please.
Man, she's missing out
today.
Like, yo, it's so crazy.
Today.
When you think about like some of the artists, like back in their day, like
Capone. That's the first thing I thought about. Yo.
Right. Capone, like where their partners holding them down, but it's like, yo, like Offset, like he couldn't stay out of jail, like when they first finally like kind of started to grow.
Because a lot of people, yo, for a long time didn't know there was 3 Migos.
Right. Yeah, like that's got to be rough. Like, what was my man's name? Flesh and Bone, wasn't he in jail?
Oh yeah, man. Capadonna missed the original 36 Chambers.
Oh God,
yo, could you know how? Man, you have no bars on one of the greatest, most impactful albums ever. To the point where they still don't even. You're in the group, but not really. And it's just like.
That's tough, man.
Just because you just missed that original wave, that one, yo. But is there gonna be a JT phone hole like Capone?
I mean, what's my man's name? P from QC. He was like, "Yo, listen. Whoever got lawyer skills, get people out of jail. Like, I got $1 million cash right now. We need her out."
Yo, I wish I had lawyer skills.
He's like, I got $1 million cash right now. I need her out.
I know I got lawyer skills. I just don't have
the credentials.
the bar exam pass.
Yeah.
Because.
Yeah,
man,
make a hell of a case for her.
I'll be in there like Frank Abaddale Jr., yo.
If you can.
I mean,
but yeah, so I guess just to get back to this, there were a couple people that condemned him publicly. That's kind of just like, oh, why are you doing this? Like publicly showing their disapproval of his choice. I don't necessarily know if I agree with that in terms of like going out of your way to make him seem like he's a certain type of person because he chose to do this. Like,
my thing is like people condemn him, but they won't condemn the players that are in the league. There's people that watch football that I've talked to that's like, man, why they performing at halftime? Come on, man. We was just talking about the game a minute ago. Yeah, so you're watching it.
Why are they performing on first down? What do you mean? Why are they performing at halftime? Like they actually have a little bit less to do with this. Like they're literally just promote, just like Pepsi, just like Doritos, just like GoDaddy. Like they are using this monument,
Budweiser.
Yeah, this TV moment to promote their brand.
Cialis.
Yeah. But like they're using this moment to promote their brand. Like they're not worried about what's going on, like concussions or CTE or none of that. None of that matters. Listen, I need these 198 million eyeballs.
Exactly. Football players, like there's only about 10 football players the average fan can recognize by face.
Right, exactly.
Like, I mean, people don't like. That's why it was so ill that Antonio Brown was the first cover athlete on Madden not to have a helmet on, because he recognizes that, yo, most people don't know who I am. They know who number 84 is. They don't know who I am.
Right.
Is he even number 84?
He's 84.
Thought so.
He took advantage of that on week 17 this year too, when he was just on the sidelines.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take this another step. I'm not gonna play this last game and just sit here and just watch y'all. We ain't going to the playoffs
anyway." Yeah. He trading in that yellow because
so I can be fresh. So I can be fresh for this hot stove off season.
For when I throw my dove in the air.
Man. All it's gonna take is a first rounder to get in. But no,
you're not giving up the first round.
Yeah. There's a petition going around saying that Travis should take a knee.
Yo, I say he should come out there in the Kaepernick jersey.
Yeah,
which would be ill.
He might get sniped.
Like he should have like whatever he gonna have on, you know,
I'm sure
under that joint.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, you know it'd be ill because you know he always with the ill stage shows. If he got a shirt and then the lights go out, and then it light up, and it's a 7, or it's like it'll be like the 7. It's all kinds of shit he could do to show his support.
None of that is happening.
Yeah, it's not. But it would be dope.
None of that is going down. I'm sure he has the ironclad contract.
Oh yeah, he probably got a whole like fucking elder scroll of all the things that he can't do or say.
Yeah.
The Janet Jackson clause. Like,
oh yeah, don't get blackballed before you get before you get all the way on. But yeah, man, I just wanted to talk to you about that. I've been saving that a little bit just because I'm happy to see Big Boy involved in it. It's a good look for him. I wonder if 3000 was ever a part of the conversation and if he just chose not to.
Yeah, I want to say because Ja folded into Sony, I believe, that because before they couldn't perform technically as Outkast. That's why the last time he was on, like when they toured, they had to get that all cleared up. That was the first time they could tour as Outkast. But I don't think they can record as Outkast. So it's one of them weird things, man. I wonder if he would do it if he was asked. I have to imagine they wanted Outkast.
They at least asked
because
they just got to the point.
As dope as Big Boy is, and this is not a shot because I love Big. But if you got the choice to get, Shaq and Kobe, you're not going to just say, "Oh yeah, just let me get Shaq."
Yeah,
Kobe, you good? Just let me get Shaq. If you got the choice to get Shaq and Kobe,
yeah.
So I have to imagine that if they had to at least broach his, like, even if they asked Big Boy, they say, Mr. Boy, do you think Mr. 3000 would be, so I have to imagine that was a thing. It would still be dope. Maybe he'll bring them out and they'll do like, they can't even do Bombs Over Baghdad. Although that would be ill. It fits the sport.
Very true. Well, we'll see. We'll be tuned in. Hopefully, I'll be a little bit more invested than I normally am.
Yeah, I need this for my homie, man. It's because you're the only human being on earth not from some parts of Missouri.
Me and Rasheed Wallace, man. Hold on.
What's that? Is that? No, he's come on.
Me and Sheed, yo. Chiefs fans holding it down.
I know one other dude. He worked at 7-Eleven though.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, looking forward to this. In the meantime, man, let's get into another heat check.
Let's go. What we got?
Man, we got RJ Payne once again with one of the illest dudes to ever touch a pen, to ever spit a verse.
Alien status.
From
I already know where you're going.
Detroit, Michigan. Elzai. This joint is called G Money on the Court. RJ Payne and Elzai off of Cocaine Could Talk 4. Let's get it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, sir. So that was G Money on the Court. RJ Payne featuring Elzai. Once again, just penmanship, bar work. As a homie Raz says, bardom.
Yes, yes.
As KRS-One said, what did he say bardom stood for? Man,
Be a
dude or move.
Be a real dude or move. That's bardom.
That's bardom. Woo! That's nasty.
Yo, rocking the microphone to motherfucking 60.
Yeah. But yeah, no, salute to the whole EIMG, PA Dre, Chrissy, Orlando, RJ Payne. Just excited for everything that's coming from that camp. And again, IamRJPayne.com. You can check them out there.
Get your EIMG hats and shit.
Filmatic, as we head to the end of this episode here, thank you, my brother, for rocking out.
Always, man. You know how we do, man.
We got a couple things we want to make sure that people know. This is our major look segment. Man, we got a lot of things to cover real quick. First things first, Killer Mike, our player partner from Adamsville.
Yeah.
ATL in the house, shawty.
That's another one.
Yeah.
Run the jewels.
Yeah, Run the jewels.
White people love them.
They do. He has a show that's on Netflix. It just premiered. It's called Trigger Warning.
That's on the docket. Right after The Punisher.
Yes, sir. This is something that we would strive to do, like this type of style of reporting, kind of like
absolutely. This is all us.
Meets, like Chris
Jesus and Merrill.
yeah, right. That's what I was thinking too. Meets Chris Rock, meets like Jesus and Merrill, like just like getting out and
getting out to the people, yo.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's available on Netflix right now, whole season. Obviously, the homie Jimmy, he says that Killer Mike's his play cousin, so he's all over this. I'm sure he's probably watched every episode twice already. So, salute to the Blueprint. I'll definitely.
My boy Blue.
This is on the list in the queue. Looking forward to kind of doing a review of some of these episodes and some of the future episodes that we're gonna do. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. Also, See You Yesterday, a Spike Lee joint that's coming to Netflix, critically acclaimed. Spike has recently begun a lot of love for Black Klansmen. People didn't know how dope he was, I guess, until they watched this movie. So he's been like nominated for like 3 or 4 awards that he never was nominated before.
Yeah, like because Malcolm X wasn't
Do the Right Thing and School Day, like these movies.
Better Blues.
Yeah. But they were like, oh wow, okay, Spike. Anyway,
this Spike Lee guy is pretty nice with the behind the camera.
Yeah.
What is it? Have you seen any of his films? I better IMDb Spike. Like, get the fuck out.
But yeah, See You Yesterday. Like again, very very buzzy, very buzzworthy. Just coming to Netflix, so I'm excited, man. Excited to see
Netflix got they cut checks, man. Yo, Netflix.
They were like, we only charging y'all extra $2. Like, imagine what. But I guess Spike produced this one. It was actually directed by Stefan Bristol. But the story is about 2 Black prodigies who travel back in time to stop a police shooting. So that has my attention right there.
Indeed.
Yeah. It was produced through 40 Acres and a Mule. And it'll be released at some point this year on Netflix. So we will, once there's a release date, we'll let people know, because this is the type of stuff that we like for our listeners to be in the know about.
Absolutely.
More stuff, man. Big Crit. He was dropping these Lucy's, then they became EPs, and now he's compiled them all together.
Full album.
TDT. We know what Crit does. He had the double album, Forever is a Mighty Long Time. That carried him from the end of 2017 into 2018. He did a tour.
Tour with Saha.
Saha. So fortunately wasn't able to make it to that, but he had the 3 surprise EPs. He had a Thrice X, Double Down, a Trifecta, put that together to make TDT. And here we are. So you got basically a full, like you said, like at this point it's a full grit project. 8 joints. And this is, I guess, just a precursor, of course, to probably some of the other things that he has in order to. But
yeah, that's another guy that we need to speak with, man. Been a big fan of his, man.
Feet in the Streets. So definitely a good look. So yeah, check out that from Big Crit. Definitely a big
straight from the mud.
That's right. Spider-Man 2. The trailer came out for that.
You already know, man.
You know how we do, man. The Marvel Cinematic Universe as it comes to its end, allegedly. I don't know about that. When you're printing money like that, like,
well, they're gonna do the reboot. You know they're about to get see what they have the ability to do. I just don't know how well it's gonna go over. Like the comics did, they rebooted and had all these iconic characters with different people. So that's where you get Miles Morales as Spider-Man. You get the Iron Maiden. You get a new Captain America. You know, you get to introduce them, but also they have, you know, once this merger finally finalizes, they'll have all the rights to the Fantastic Four, so they can do that properly.
Yeah, we don't need that.
They've
tried that twice already.
No, but Marvel has never done it.
I know, but it just at this point, I'm cool.
No, remember the first Incredible Hulk?
Yeah.
And then they got it.
Yeah.
And how well that worked. Or even with the Spider-Man movies. We all like the Spider-Man movies, but
this last
year.
I'm saying in terms of like, yes, and Hulk was better as a Marvel movie, but there also wasn't a Hulk 2. Like, there's a reason why. It's because some characters, they just aren't like franchise worthy.
Fantastic Four, it can be done if done correctly. You will see, because they are going to do it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, if they pay, you know, lots of billions of dollars,
yeah.
You know, and so billions is billions. So I mean,
yeah, that actually might be true.
No, it's not even.
Nah, it's not.
No, we watch Billions. And
shot the axe.
Yeah,
should be coming back soon too.
Oh yeah.
Like soon.
Yeah. That I saw the preview for it.
Okay, me too.
Yeah, it's about to go down.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Spider-Man 2, I fell asleep in Homecoming, but from what I saw, I still haven't watched the rest of it.
You still haven't watched it?
I don't know. It's not like integral to any of like the storylines, really. Like,
no, but his more and more his presence is.
I liked it. What I saw was cool. Like, but yeah, it just wasn't. It's not like I had to go back to get that piece to figure out like the next joint.
However, Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Definitely was asleep in that joint too. Rocked.
Oh.
I mean, I loved it. I watched it. I enjoyed it, but yeah, I was in and out of consciousness, and I had.
How did the boys enjoy it?
They were good. Did
it hold their attention?
For the most part, it was a little long. Like once we got to like the last half hour, it was like all right. Like they were like all right, yeah. But and then the story's so complex too. Like
yeah, it's not. If a kid's following that, man, get him in
Mensa or something.
Yeah. I mean, because
yeah, but no,
especially kids that young.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of action. There's a lot of colors.
Yeah,
the fact that it was animation, you know, it's limitless, right?
Yeah.
Not have to worry about somebody like twisting their ankle, you know. So like you can make him do all the jumps and all the, you know, stuff that we love from comics. So that part was great. I just like the soundtrack was dope.
Yeah.
You know, so it was just good. And
I felt like with the joint with it's on NBA 2K. I can't think of his name. The Weeknd.
Mm-hmm.
No, not the Weeknd. Miguel. Miguel and Travis Scott,
Yeah.
Skywalker. I felt like that should have been in there somewhere. That
it fits.
Skywalker, though these haters.
Yeah.
I felt but to your point, the soundtrack was ill, and it like the songs, the way they came in, the fact that Miles Morales had on Jay's,
the origin stories, man, that was dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I like that. I like the fact that it came out, holiday season too, so a lot of people got to see it. And yeah, I mean, again, like you said, there's no limit to what they could do with the iterations of the different characters and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's definitely a owner.
For sure.
Yeah, man, that's definitely going into the
vault.
Yeah.
But yeah, Spider-Man 2, was it Coming Home? Or whatever.
No, long way from home.
Long web home. Yeah, definitely will be trying to
trying to stay awake.
I mean, that's my guy, man. So
yeah, man. Then we got Captain Marvel. We got the yeah, man. So
Endgame.
That's such a dope name.
Yeah,
it sounds like a James Bond movie.
Yeah, it does. Speaking of something that sounds like a James Bond movie, as we head towards the end of the show, Black Monday it actually has its official premiere this weekend on Showtime. But those like Filmatic that are just able to just squeeze all this content into all these different hours of the day, they've already seen the pilot / series premiere of Black Monday, starring Don Cheadle and Regina Hall.
There you go, man. That joint been up there, what, 3 weeks at this point?
But who has time to watch it? You. But no, from
shout out to the homie Miz. He saw it too.
Yeah, he did too. Dope depiction of the worst day in
Wall Street's history. Yeah, it was the 80, I want to say, I forgot what year. I think I want to say 86 stock market crashes. But yo, it obviously it takes place in the 80s on Wall Street, and Don Cheadle has a small but profitable
Yo, I thought you were gonna say Afro. Yo. Oh man. All right.
A small but profitable Afro.
Well, I saw you talk, like about to say like business or like corporation, but I thought
investment.
Cheeto has a small but profitable Afro. Yes,
but yeah, and it's just really about he's making a play to and it gives you the backstory on what caused the crash allegedly, because as we know, nobody actually technically knows what happened in real. So this is the story, that's behind it, and it stars Don Cheadle, Regina Hall, and that's really all you need.
Yeah, that's it.
What? Any more to it?
Got my attention already, so yeah, we'll be checking that out.
Yeah, and she has a whole bunch of scene stealing moments throughout the joint, yo.
Of course. Filmatic, this has been a pleasure. As always, we're giving a salute to everybody that listens to us. Again, please subscribe, download, rate, comment, share. Check us out. And
when it's time, click the buy button and get some merch.
Please,
it's happening.
Because
issue will be available.
Because if it's on,
it's on.
It's on.
yo, we might have the yeah, that's happening. If it's on, it's on.
If it's on, it's on. Yeah. But yeah, no, man, we love you guys. Appreciate everybody. Again, Stimulate Your Soul, farside.tv. Got some beautiful things happening in the works. World Sports Podcast Network.
Forever and ever.
And I'm fishing even when I'm by myself. I'm Filmatic even when I'm by myself.
I'm Davis Backwards even when I'm by myself.
Right. I'm DJ Rick G's even when I'm by myself.
I'm G and Reem even when I'm by myself.
Right. And most importantly, man, we are hip hop culture.
Even when we by ourselves.
Right, man. And on that note, Philmatic, take us out with the fader.
Okay, gang. You know what it is. I just want to give a shout out once again to everybody that rocks with us. We definitely appreciate it. It's still funny to me that people actually listen to us do our regular 1-2 thing that we would normally do anyway, even if it wasn't in front of a microphone. So thank you for that. And until we meet again on 2/11, the Robin season. Work for the money, live for the love, die for what you believe in. This is Tissue and a Tape. This is the home of the MC. So please, if you don't do nothing else in your life, respect heat holders.
Yeah.